Hello Indie Warriors, it's go time indeed. Welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. I'm Old Gamer Joe, here to bring you all the upcoming exciting indie releases for the week of April 21st through the 25th of 2025. 25 amazing looking games this week. Holy smokes. Yeah, last week was loaded with indie gaming goodness, but 2025 is just refusing to slow down. More awesome looking games. I think this is our biggest episode of the year so far, and we won't be slowing down here at the channel either. Head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames where you can gain Discord access to the greatest indie gaming community, enjoy early and ad-free shows, get shouted out at the end of every video we produce, a new podcast 3 days early, and so much more. But best of all, you'll be supporting Indie Visibility. Your new indie gaming community can't wait to meet you. Alright, before we get into all of the amazing indie releases for this week, a quick toast to our sponsor. It's Ale and Tale Tavern, the first-person fantasy tavern simulator that was released last year, but it's undergone extensive updates since. This game has it all: frosty cold beer, fishing, exploration, hunting, and of course, serving up the best food in the village. Enjoy the company of your friends and prepare for even more company. That's right, later this year the game will receive a big inn update, which opens up the second floor of the tavern, adds some brand new battles to the game, allows you to save lost villagers, and even improves upon the original UI. So just what are you waiting for, my thirsty friends? Raise your mugs and use the link in our description box below to grab Ale and Tale Tavern today. Drink up me hearties yo-ho. It's even on sale until the 30th of April, so head over there quick and you might nab it cheaper. Alright, it's on to the indies. Up first, Rise Indie Warriors for Rise of Rebellion, a 3D action RPG that will feature tense combat, telenergy, and plenty of god worshipping. The combat engine seems to be the main focus here as you whittle away at your foes, carefully avoiding their attacks in the process. There's an element of strategy as you try to chain together combos, all while keeping an eye on your stamina gauge. I love me a good sword fight. Hell, I'm still waiting for a proper Bushido Blade successor, but hey, I'm always down for more action RPGs in the meantime, and Rise of Rebellion looks like a pretty cool one worth adding to your wishlist at the least. Perhaps you crave a bit more stealth with your action? Well then consider grabbing Steel Seed, a dark science fiction action-adventure title coming to us from ES Digital Games. You'll control Zoe alongside her companion bot Kobe as you traverse a dangerous facility, unraveling its many hidden secrets in a quest to save humanity. From the creators of Close to the Sun, this facility hosts many dangerous foes and traps, but thankfully, you'll have over 40 different upgrades to give you a chance at survival. Test your mettle when the game drops on the 22nd. After a short delay, it looks like indie horror game Post-Trauma will finally see release on the 22nd. Heavily inspired by the PS2 era of gaming, Post-Trauma features plenty of puzzle solving and old-school survival horror action. Taking place within the gloom, you must escape a series of treacherous rooms which are beautifully brought to life in horrific fashion with classic fixed cameras. You'll get nostalgic save rooms as well and decide how you want to deal with enemies, sneak past them, or take them out head on. It's fully voice acted too and will hopefully be just as cheesy as the classics. Love it. Let's keep it weird. You like when indies get weird, right? How about Out of Hands, a game that uses a strange video collage graphical style and mixes it with horror? In this bleak, oppressive world, you'll battle back memories of the past as objects become twisted right before your eyes. You'll need to match together organs, use a variety of weapons, and come up with the perfect strategy for survival. Anything can be a weapon in this world. See if you can survive this warped card battler on the 22nd. Get ready for the battle of a lifetime as you take on Poison in Maliki, Poison of the Past, headed to a Steam Deck and Switch near you on the 22nd. Take control of Sand in the not-so-distant future, and travel through time battling monsters using an assortment of magical spells and your trusty Chrono Pack. Battles are in a classic turn-based format, there's adorably charming party members to meet, and even a few puzzles to solve across this epic role-playing adventure. Based on a graphic novel series, Maliki Poison of the Past should please fans of the genre. Strategy fans will certainly not go hungry this week with the release of Desperate Place. This science fiction adventure places you into the shoes of a crew member lost on a mysterious planet and forced into a survival situation. Gather up various resources, get your ship up and running again, defeat nasty aliens, and build up your base in this release from Bruce Galaxy. Desperate Place looks competently made for the genre, so prepare to head into infinity and beyond. Surviving seems to be a theme this week so far anyways, one that will continue with the release of the Viking-inspired adventure RPG, Viking Frontiers. Control a stranded clan as they try to pick up the pieces and build themselves a new place to live. You'll be gathering up resources, hunting down your next meal, crafting items, and taking on other settlements in order to reign supreme. But that's not all. Your party also needs to be fed, laws need to be enforced, and all of this while balancing the game's dynamic day-night cycle. Live the Viking life later this week. The Masters of Point-and-Click Gaming return with Old Skies, a brand new release from Wadjet Eye Games. This go-around will follow the adventures of Fia Quinn in a time-traveling adventure like no other. Working as an agent of the Chronozen Agency, you'll need to siphon through various moments through history and try to piece together a larger puzzle. But you know how this works. Changing history always messes something else up. Didn't you ever see that show Sliders? There will be 7 unique eras to explore as the game features beautiful high-resolution visuals and an epic musical score alongside full voice acting. It looks awesome. Time for some retro FPS goodness next. Inspired by the early 2000s era of gaming, this is Mother Hub. Use an assortment of badass futuristic weapons as you fight your way through the Mother Hub. Seek out a cure for a deadly sickness, one monster corpse at a time. There's nasty mutants to blast through, great atmosphere to the game based on what I'm seeing, and strange species and mysteries to be discovered. The game is short too, clocking in around 2 hours, making it a nice potential palate cleanser. You can add this quickly paced shooter to your library on the 23rd. You know, my mom was really big into dolls growing up, but me, I always found them a little bit creepy myself. Doll's Nest though? I can get behind this one. It's a 3D action title that allows for tons of customization options. You are a frame unit battling through a ruined mechanical world known as the Hod. The Hod hosts many secrets and challenges as you might expect. Use different parts to grow stronger, survive tense encounters, manage your energy carefully, and take down massive bosses to unlock new areas of the game. The action looks fast and fun, and all of the customization options should add some depth to the overall experience. Magic awaits in Once Upon a Puppet, coming to us from Flatter Than Earth and Daedalic Entertainment. Inspired by The Theater, this is a 2.5D puzzle platformer that touches on themes such as redemption and self-discovery. The gameplay is quite different from most platformers, as you'll control both the stagehand and a puppet named Drev. They are on a journey to the front stage together. The visuals are looking lovely, I like the gameplay risks it's taking, and I can't wait to see how it all comes together. The show must go on this week. More surviving next, what did I tell you, huh? This is Oppidum, where you are the last hope for humanity and must save an island from certain doom. This means building a new camp, gathering tons of resources from the island, battling back foes, helping villagers, and creating everlasting relationships. Construct new buildings, explore a vast array of areas, and learn how to use your newfound powers. You don't have to go it alone either, as 3 friends will be able to join you on this epic journey. Grab the game on the 23rd if it looks interesting to you. Now for a very different kind of tactics game, one that uses a mobile app. Sunderfolk is hoping to be the next indie release invited into your home for party night, as it's a tactical RPG that is designed for up to 4 players, with each player using the app as a controller. The app is completely free to download and allows you to access your inventory system, cards, and more. There's quite a few different classes to choose between in the game itself, lots of different builds, and a massive world to explore. I honestly like that the game's trying something a little different for the genre, putting a co-op spin on things. A spin-off of the Beholder series is next on our list, Beholder Conductor. As you might have guessed, you are a train conductor that not only checks guests in, but also enforces tough regulations. You'll check through baggage to make sure there's no funny business going on, catch suspicious-looking people, report strange behaviors, and even kick their asses off the train if they get out of hand. There's lots of moral choices here, obviously, in this very different indie release. All aboard on the 23rd. Now here's a release that's been kicking around for a long time. I remember seeing this, it feels like years ago, but it looks to finally be releasing. This is Castle of Secrets. This psychological adventure game has an amazing visual style, following the journey of Miss Susan, who has sadly inherited a family curse. Traverse the realm of the dead, meeting spooky ghosts and unraveling more horrifying details around your family history. Environments are 3D, blending beautifully with the 2D characters, and the gameplay is similar to that of a point-and-click adventure. Your choices will matter too, with multiple endings available, so be aware of that. Add this cool-looking indie to your library on the 24th. I'd say one of the larger game releases this week, and perhaps more in that AA range, is Clair Obscur Expedition 33, an epic-looking RPG coming to us from Sandfall Interactive, but not quite hitting that AAA price range. This drop-dead gorgeous turn-based RPG features strategic combat mixed with real-time and a fascinating narrative about a team known as Expedition 33 trying to end a vicious cycle of death. Dodge, parry, and strike your foes through rhythmic battles, earn new gear and grow stronger, and explore stunning landscapes in this new release that has fans of the genre beyond excited, myself included. A game from the late 90s now makes an unexpected return. Amerzone, The Explorer's Legacy. Play as a journalist on a globe-trotting adventure across Latin America. You seek the last remaining egg of a legendary bird with the help of your Hydroflot, which can traverse both land and sea. There's puzzles to solve, clues to unravel, a fun narrative to unfold, and overall this looks like a cool blast from the past. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if you recall the original game. Into India we go with Detective Dotson and company. Time to live out your Bollywood fantasy in this new adventure title from Masala Games. Meet fun and charming characters, and even take part in a few dance-offs. There's a greater mystery to unravel here, however. I mean, it's called Detective Dotson after all. See if you can crack the case on the 24th in this indie release that looks to celebrate Indian culture. Who doesn't remember the Prom? I know I had a good time. Monster Prom 4, MonsterCon, continues the popular dating sim series, this time during a nerdy convention. There's gaming, comics, anime, and more as you meet 6 dreamy monsters who want to win your admiration. Expect the same humor and charm you've come to know and love from this franchise, with multiplayer support for up to 4 players, some really great colorful art, and hours of hilarious dialogue. Who knows, say the right thing and you might be doing the Monster Mash by the end of the night. Alright, I debated even showcasing this game because it's a bit of a larger release with a $60 price tag, but what the hell, no harm in including more games on this list, right? Well, except for my voice. The 100-line Last Defense Academy teeters somewhere between AA and AAA. The line is kind of blurred these days, but it has 15 students attempting to survive 100 days in school. That's hard enough, but even worse, there's monsters attacking. There's strategic battles to partake in, lots of exploration and narrative to unravel, and of course, a sprinkle of anime craziness. Here's a series that's been around for quite some time, and it's back. Phantom Brave is definitely for a niche audience, but that's totally what we're all about here too. Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero is the newest strategy RPG in the series that follows the journey of Marona, who has the ability to communicate with lost phantoms. Set out on an oceanic adventure and recruit allies. The gridless map system offers something a bit different as you summon phantoms to help you. With over 50 unit types in total and a charming storyline, Phantom Brave should be added to the list of great-looking strategy games coming out this week. This one really has me excited, and it's probably one of the more lesser-known games on this list, but I digress. I loved the original BOKURA, and now we're getting a follow-up, BOKURA Planet. If you aren't familiar with the first game, it's a pure co-op experience, but you both needed a copy of the game and your own screens. I know that sounds crazy, but the ways in which you solve puzzles in that game were amazing, and I expect more of the same here. You'll work with your partner via voice chat, or shouting I guess, solving an assortment of puzzles, with the sequel offering a new push action that will send one another flying. This means you can plummet to your doom if you aren't careful, so don't bump into each other too hard. BOKURA Planet releases on the 24th. More first-person chills await in Necrophosis, a first-person horror adventure title where you will explore a disgustingly disturbing world. The world has come to an end and only death lingers. Explore decaying environments with the game featuring haunting visuals. Take in a bleak story and see if you can handle the frights. Necrophosis looks really rad, and with a heavy focus on narrative, you story and lore junkies out there should pay close attention to its release this week. Whew, getting down there now, we have a roguelike deck builder, Starless Abyss, launching on the 25th. Prepare yourselves for alien forces as a Proxima, defenders of these unwanted guests. The combat is turn-based as you come up with strategies across the galaxy. Stay on your toes and even make tricky decisions that could alter the fate of humanity itself. This one deals its hand on the 25th. And last but not least, we have Magic Rune Stone rounding out the week. Whew, that's a lot of indies. Definitely getting those Vampire Survivors vibes here in this new indie that lets you customize characters, take down room after room, and take advantage of tons of exciting abilities. There's blessings, treasures to discover, mechanics to learn, and lots of different equipment. Characters are all unique and feature their own rune slots, leading to endless possibilities. This game closes out our week on the 26th. And that's gonna do it for this week, folks. As always, we hope you found the next indie game of your dreams. Voice to the voiceless, I'll see you on the channel. Like, subscribe, do all those good things, Patreon, and talk to y'all soon. See ya. For far too long, you, the gamer, have been denied honest gaming coverage. Indie developers and publishers have lost their voice, but no longer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames to join this epic campaign for indie visibility. The echo chamber trembles as our message grows louder. Voice to the voiceless!